Mr Davis.
President, my question is for the for the Minister for Emergency Services. Minister, last week the head of Victoria's 000 emergency call, Esther, left his post despite saying just a week before that he was going nowhere and would see the job through. With emergency call wait times ballooning and several recent deaths linked to a long triple O delays, this is the worst possible time for chaos and instability within Esther. And I ask, Minister, did Marty Smythe really resign or was he pushed?
Thank you, President. Mr Davis, I was contacted last week by the board, who advised me that Mr Marty Smythe would be resigning from his role. I certainly have thanked Mr Smythe for his work. I haven't been Minister for Emergency Services for very long, but I have met Mr Smythe and members of the board for Esther, considering in detail the challenges that they are facing at the moment. I wish Mr Smythe all the best for his future. I understand that he's got family connections and wanting to return back to Queensland. In relation to consistency, I agree with your comments. It's important that we have strong leadership, and I'm very happy that Stephen Lean has been appointed as interim CEO. He has a wealth of experience as Assistant Commissioner at Victoria Police, but he's also currently a board member of Esther. So for him to come in and take on that role, having been there, will provide a level of continuity, and we'll continue to work with the board, and I look forward to working with both Mr Lean and also Mr Ashton in the review work that he's doing, providing additional resources to this organisation as we continue to support them to respond to the health pandemic that is affecting a lot of our frontline services, including the hardworking people at Esther, who continue to do a fantastic job during such a challenging time, and the interim leadership and the continuation that his appointment brings is the right decision for the organisation.
Thank you. Mr Davis, on a supplementary.
Well, President, I thank the Minister for her response, and it seems that she was contacted by the board, but the idea of a fantastic job, as she described it, worries me greatly. Because, Minister, isn't it a fact that just a few days before the Esther CEO departed the organisation, a call to 000 went unanswered for over 8 minutes as a husband performed CPR on his wife, who sadly could not be revived?
Thank you, President. And as I have explained to this chamber before, there are a number of initiatives that are supporting Esther in their important role. And I reiterate, Esther call takers do a fantastic job. This is one of the most challenging jobs I think that anyone could do, particularly in an environment where we have calls that would, in a normal year or last year, average around 2,200, being in excess of 3,000 calls a day. In relation to the specific matter that you raise, I don't have specific information about that particular case. Of course, my condolences to that family for the loss of their loved one. In relation to the specific facts that you've put, I'm not in a position to confirm those because I don't have those at hand. But what I can say is that the government is fully behind the support that is required to ensure that Esther can continue to do the important work that they do.
Thank you. Point of order.
Just trying to understand whether the Minister will provide information on this case to the chamber.
I believe the Minister has finished her answer.